questions for Juice.
So what's been the biggest difference from last year, this time you first got here, to now?
We were just talking about this. Last year, around this time, I had my first interview with you guys, and like the question was like, how is it like the trend, like just getting here and the scheme and stuff? I had no idea, to be honest with you. I was really just making stuff up as I went, and you kind of tell if you watch the interview again, I was kind of out there just free balling. But now my like sort of confidence in myself and just the scheme that we have here, my teammates is second to none, and I think that's just a testament to the kind of guys we had last year, the older guys we had, and with Lundy coming back this year, that leadership that we had is kind of just translated over. And even though I'm still considered a young guy, so we have a young group, so I'm more of a vet. So having to be able to take care of those guys, the young guys back there, and having just to kind of pave the way, kind of helped me grow as a leader, as a person.
When did you start feeling comfortable with the scheme? I would imagine at some point last season.
Yeah. We got it rolling. Once I got into a good feel for it, a good rhythm. Like once the season started, like fall camp is kind of its own thing. You're doing something different every day, learning something different every day. So it's definitely something that was kind of hard to kind of get one thing down, especially when you miss that valuable time in the summer that most freshmen get. So once we got to the season, and I started hearing the same things multiple times over and over again, I started to feel a little better about it. And then during the spring is when I kind of put it all together. And then now it's like I've been hearing it for a lot of time, so I feel really confident.
Coach Shannon mentioned that all linebackers have to learn two positions. Is that something that's already expected, or you knew from the jump, or that's something that you didn't have to adjust?
Yeah, last year you were playing this spot. That's it. You learned this spot, nothing else. So that was the thing this year, and it's in the spring, starting to figure it out a little bit. Obviously, we have the younger guys now who are they're getting that you play this one spot, and you learn it, and now we're playing off of them. So that's been something I've been working on. Is definitely playing, being able to play both spots, and especially we go sometimes 3 linebackers, 4 linebackers, learning each spot positionally. So this year is something I've definitely been doing a lot more of.
Cam Riley was a late addition to that room this year. How's he been? How's that transition been for him that you've seen?
Yeah, y'all seen that Cam's a baller, dog. Like Cam can go out here and play. We make fun of him all the time. He's kind of old, so he's been around the block for a little bit. But it's different when you have a guy who's been around for a while. A long while in his case, but for a guy who's been around for a while, and at this point in his career, you can kind of think about it as like he's only in it for himself. He's trying to go to the league and has all his goals, aspirations, and he kind of just go about it by himself. But he's somebody who's like super. Like, he joined the group really well. He's a guy who's super cool to be around. He has a lot of questions. Like it'd be something for an older guy to ask a young guy a question. Like you would think like, oh, I can't ask him that, but he's super open about that. He always wants to learn. He always wants to get better. So and he understands that like. He's new. He understands that. So I think it would be different if we had brought in somebody who was kind of in it for himself and was kind of trying to go about his way. But I mean, he's been great. He's been great, like on the field and then off the field. He's been somebody who we all like hanging around. So he's been good addition to the team.
When did it click for you that like, okay, I can start next year. I can start in 2024. And does that change your mindset in the off season, in the spring, and then heading into the fall when you're actually there's not Tatum Bethune and Caleb Deloach. There's actually starting spots available to go grab.
Yeah, I mean, kind of right when the season ended, you kind of start thinking about next year and the things you want to do. I mean, we all have that competitive nature in us. Like that guy over there, DJ, all the younger guys too. Like we all have that competitive nature. We all want that spot, right? And obviously, you only play with 2, sometimes 3. So I mean, there's enough of that to go around. But at the same time, that confidence you have in yourself, I mean, it kind of starts whenever you get here, right? And even last year, like I wanted to play. Was I ready? Absolutely not. But that mindset you're supposed to have in that case. So whenever you do get your chance, like we got it. Sometimes late in games, sometimes in the Orange Bowl. Like when you get that chance, you go out there and perform.
You got the chance to play in the Orange Bowl. I guess what was that experience like for you to get that many reps and how that was possibly helping you?
Yeah, it was in a team sense. I was definitely kind of I felt a little disappointed. You wait so long in the season to kind of get the opportunity to kind of play from the jump. Obviously, we got some reps throughout the games, and whether we were up big or even some games we got thrown in a little bit. But you wait for that chance where I get to go out there, I get to play. Right, that game I was starting base linebacker. I was super excited, and just the way everything unfolded out, you have nobody else to blame. Right, you played in that game. Right, it was easy if I didn't play in that game for me to watch it happen and be like, that's kind of it is what it is. But I played in that game. I had a direct impact on what could happen in that game. So obviously, the circumstances were what they were. And you can't be too hard on yourself, which I kind of was after the game. I was really hurt by it, but that experience that I look back on it now was very valuable to me because I got the chance to play against the ones, play against like people who are some guys with NFL, some guys are like top guys in their conference. So it was something that, looking back on it now, is really valuable for me to kind of look back on and learn from, and just keep moving forward.
You and Blake getting similar experiences last year of getting to play as true freshmen. How did y'all this offseason? Do you help each other? Is that a studying thing? Is that do y'all bounce ideas off each other? How do you work together?
I mean, it's been kind of a thing with us. Just like we've been kind of paired together since I got here. And then kind of when we kind of got the travel team set, it's been me and him ever since we were out around for a minute. So that kind of chemistry that we built over a long period of time, we play really well off each other. And when I'm on the field, when I see him next to me, I'm just really confident in everything that's going on. So that's just kind of the thing that we built over time, is just the chemistry we built and how we go out there and play off each other.
You guys walk into practice every day together. You're like, imagine that's by design. Is that you guys being friends, or how does that work?
Yeah, that's my guy, man. That's my guy. We always have our conversations about whatever we're talking about. I told him earlier that he gotta stop snoring whenever in the hotels at night. He does that every time. But no, it's just the chemistry we have, the bond we built over time, and that's my guy.
You feel like the defense as a whole, you feel like the linebackers kind of get slept on, and everyone is so tied with the defensive line or with the secondary. You feel like the linebackers kind of underrated.
Yeah, like on a real note, like it's definitely disheartening to see some of the stuff we see as far as like on social media. But I've been kind of a big advocate as far as like kind of just block out the noise. Like we hear it a lot as far as what people think about us, what people think about our position coach, what people think about the future for our LB room. And to see stuff like that, like from sometimes people from other schools, sometimes people our own fans, like it's tough to deal with, but at the same time, it's not in our control. Coach tells us all the time, like it's all about us, and we can't really worry about that. So I'm kind of the big preacher in the room as far as whenever people say like it's not our problem, it's not for us to deal with. We just got to go out there and play. Just prove people wrong.
Have you tried to take up a bigger leadership role, kind of next to DJ, like you were talking about right there?
Yeah, that just comes with time. You have to earn that. Obviously, DJ is the elder statesman. I don't want to call him old too, but he's the older guy in the group, and obviously he's been here for a while, so it's his position room. But that leadership you start to build, it starts with the work, right? You don't just go out there and start just yelling and demanding orders. Like it starts with the work you put on the field, and that translates to the young guys looking up to you and saying, "Hey, I got a question," or "Hey, what do we do?" That's kind of, you build that over time. You don't just kind of step up and say, "I'm the guy, follow me." It's something that you build over time, and so that's just what I'm working on, just trying to prove it on the field. So off the field, I'm the guy people go to.
Is there a little extra excitement going into a scrimmage versus, I know you guys come focused for every practice, but scrimmage is a little bit different?
You can think about it that way. In my mindset, it's glorified practice. We'll take it like a game day, though, as far as our preparation and how we do things, but it's practice. And then we're going outside dope, we're going against the ones, playing one against our offense, the same thing we've seen all week. So it's different from a standpoint of we're going to get to hit each other a little bit, we're going to get to get after it a little bit, and take each other to the ground, but it's practice. And we're going to go out there and just go out there and play hard and make plays.